What's going on, everybody? It's Aaron Cates, and I'm coming at you with another video. Now, this is a little bit different format. I'm sure you saw this in one of my other videos. If you've been around that long, it was a couple months ago, but I'm redoing the how to get stance for free video because I was not happy with the way that video turned out, and I would like to redo it and make it better for you guys. So I'm going to be deleting that video tomorrow night, and I'm going to be posting, well, today's Tuesday. I'm going to be deleting the video Wednesday night and posting this video Wednesday night for you guys to see. Now, I'm going to be going over how I went from my stock 16s on 31-inch all-terrains, and how I went from that to my 35s, my 20x10s, and they were brand new when I got them, and I actually made $310 profit. I basically got paid for new tires and new wheels, and I'm going to teach you how to do that with this video right here. Okay, so as I just said, I started out with the stocks on 31-inch tires when I got the truck. And I ran those for months on end, wasn't really looking to do anything to my truck because that was the whole reason I got it. It was to be a stock truck gas saver, and you see where it's at now because that's how us automotive enthusiasts are. I'm not going to say trucks, I'm not going to say cars because we're all in this together. After months on end of driving it, I bought a set of 20-inch, they're like 20x9 spray painted wheels. They're like no-name wheels. I think they said Ultra on them, but they were like no-name wheels. I could not find them anywhere online. They were spray painted black, terrible paint job. They were like not sanded down. There's runs all over the paint. They had mismatched street tires on them. I mean, they were ugly, but in my opinion, when I got them, they were better than my stocks, and they were $50, and I didn't have a lot of money, and I thought that was great. So I ran those on my truck, and one of the street tires blew a wire in it, and I had to take them back off and put the stocks back on. So I'm running the stocks, put a 3-inch spindle lift on my truck, still had the stocks on. I mean, made the stocks look even smaller. Because the streets had, I want to say it was around like a 32-inch tire on them. The 20s with the streets had like a 32-inch tire. And I ran the stocks with the 3-inch spindle for a little while. And then I found a set of tires on Facebook Marketplace for the 20s. And they were a 275/55. They were an all-terrain, so it's like a 31.9-inch, 32 basically inch tire. And I bought those. They were $80. So at this point, I am $130 in the hole. I have officially spent $130 total on the rims and the second set of tires. So I'm $130 deep. And now I've got some pretty decent tires. They were takeoffs off a new vehicle. Guy put new tires on his truck. Didn't like those. They were like Scorpion ATs or whatever. The Pirelli. And I posted them for sale, not that they had better tires on them. I mean, they were for sale for a very long time. Like, I'm talking like 4 or 5 months for sale. Posted them on LetGo, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace. Craigslist isn't really used anymore, so I didn't post them there. And, I mean, I waited months. I'm dropping the price on Facebook, and no one's interested in them. And out of the blue, I got a message on, I believe it was OfferUp, for the rims. And I sold them for $250. I paid $50 for them, paid $80 for the tires. I have $130 in them, and I have now sold them for $250. I almost doubled how much I had in them. And if you just go off the $50, I mean, I did pretty good. So I found these 20x10s. They had like -25 offset, I think it was. It was like a weird offset, not the normal -24. And They were Pruva rims. I'd never heard them before. I looked them up. They were originally chrome and they were spray painted black, but this paint actually stuck, so I knew they had to have been sanded down or the chrome was chipping off or something. Well, I bought those. He had them posted for $400. I talked him down to $250 because, like I said, that's what I had. And went up and met with him. Spent the $250. Now I'm back to $130 in the hole. So I've now got these 20x10s of street tires on my truck. I've officially got a little bit of stance. I'm liking the way the truck looks. I've got the leveling kit on. I put blocks in the back to level it out. The truck looks good in my opinion. That's how I drove it to Daytona of 2018 actually, but not with the street tires. A buddy of mine I had recently helped out when his Jeep broke down, and I drove way out in the middle of nowhere to pick him up and everything. He had a set of 33-inch Federals. Well, one of the street tires broke a wire inside the tire, so it got a big bubble in it, and it was not safe to drive on. And I was looking for tires, and he said, "Hey man, you helped me out when I needed help. Here, you can have these tires." So I get the 33-inch Federals and I put them on, and now I've got a little bit of mud tire, and that's exactly how I drove my truck to Daytona. And get back from Daytona, and I posted my stocks online for sale, and one of my old buddies messaged me and said that he's trading his truck in and wanted to buy my stocks. So he asked, how much do you want for them? And the tires were still like 65% tread, so I'm like, I don't want to just give them away just because he's trading his truck in. Give me $260 for them. So he gave me $260. I've now made $130 profit. So I've got 33-inch Federals on 20x10s, and I've made $130 profit. So a couple weeks, months, I don't remember, went by, and one of my buddies messaged me and said he'd got some 20x14s that he couldn't clear on his truck. Would I know anyone interested in them? Would I be interested in them? He's trying to sell them. I said, I don't have the money to buy them, but I can trade you these 20x10s on 33s. You might be able to clear those. And he came over. We swapped out tires, and I had fuel hostage 20x14. They were spray painted white. They had bald Federals on them. They were beyond ugly. Not to mention, I couldn't turn with them at all. I could not clear 14 wides. So instantly, like 2 hours after I got them, they went on Facebook for trade. I was like, I should be able to get something better with these, being that they're 14 wides and everyone wants stance. And I posted them up, and within 24 hours, I jumped on a set of Moto Metal 961s with 33-inch Toyo MTs. And I love these rims. They looked great on my truck. I love the way they looked. I was going to buy some inserts for them because you can buy different inserts. And one day I was going down the road, and my wheel hub had bent. It was like this, and it somehow had bent, and I have no idea how it bent, but my tire came off going down the road, and it smashed my fender. It kind of messed up the lug holes on the rims, so I didn't feel safe putting them back on my truck, so posted them for trade. And of course, I jumped on one of the first deals that came by, and it was a set of 20-inch Snowflake reps. And if you're into the rim world, which is why you're watching this, you know what reps are, the replicas. They were not OM wheels. They were he said they were chrome dipped, and they were not chrome dipped. They were made black chrome, and it was peeling off basically. But it wasn't just like flaking off like paint. It's like a mixture and powder coat, so it looked terrible. Well, I made them look as nice as possible, and I posted them for trade, and no one wanted them. They all thought the same thing I thought. They were ugly. Well, I'm on Facebook one day, and I see this post of 20x10 fuel nuts on 33-inch Mickey Thompson Baja MTZs. And he said he was looking for reps or anything of that sort because he doesn't want stance. And I mean, they're only 10 wides, they're not major, but he wanted to get away from that. He wanted back to a stock size width of a wheel. And there was people posting like 12 wides, 14 wides, 10 wides, and all this stuff through the comments. And he doesn't want anything to do with it. And then you have your people with the stock 17s and stock 18s, and they're bald tires, and they're trying to trade for him, and he wants nothing to do with them. So I'm like, you know what? I'll comment. He's got a black truck, and he had the wheels were black, so obviously he likes the color black. So I posted the replicas, and he instantly messaged me, wanted to trade, and we traded. So I'm still at $130 profit. And now I have 20x10 fuel nuts on 33 Mickey Thompson Baja MTZs. And if you've been on the channel for a while, you know that was what was on my truck when I started this YouTube channel. In my first video, I do a walk around. Those are the rims that I traded for. The one rim had some curb damage done to it, and that was the only one. The rest were in very good condition, but that was the only flaw, was that one rim with some curb damage. Nothing a little paint marker can't hide. It's not going to fix it, but it's going to hide it so the naked eye just doesn't see it. And I happened to see on Facebook one day some 14 to 17 Z71 stock 18s for sale on Facebook. It was just the rims. An old man had posted them. He took them off his truck. He bought some aftermarket wheels and took these off and posted them for $50. And I mean, I saw them like 12 minutes after they were posted. Like, they had just gone on Facebook when I saw them. So right away I messaged him, anything wrong with them? Are they scratched? Because I know these rims will sell for a lot more than what he has them posted for. And he's like, oh no, nothing wrong with them. I just put new rims on my truck and have nothing to do with these, and I don't want them sitting in the garage. I'm like, I will come pick them up tonight, hold them, do not sell them. I am coming, I have cash in hand. And he's like, okay, I'll hold them tonight, but after tonight, if you don't show up, I will sell them. Which I understand, because a lot of people blow people off. They say, hey, I'm going to come, and then they never end up coming, or they message you 4 hours later, and they're like, hey, I'm not going to come, after you've just told however many people that they're basically sold. So I picked up these 18-inch wheels. I mean, they're like flawless, like nothing wrong with them. And of course, I picked them up, and they don't have tires on them, so I'm going to try and get tires on them to sell them faster, because people don't want to buy rims for their truck if they don't have tires so they can put them on their truck. So I'm looking on Facebook, I'm looking for 33s or 35, because I'm not going to go for a small tire. If you go for a bigger tire, you have a bigger audience, because people always want something bigger. So I find a set of 33 Toyo ATs. I mean, they're low tread. They've probably got like a quarter of the tread left. A little dry rot, but they all held air. He only wanted $50 for them. He wanted them out of his shed. So I go meet up with him. I make sure there's like no punctures in the tires. The DOT's not like super far out of date. And you want your DOT to be within 4 years. And if it's over 4 years, you don't want it to be like something crazy like 10 years. Like 6, 7, if the tire looks fine, not a lot of dry rot, you're most likely going to be okay. Don't hold me to that, because anything can happen. A brand new tire can blow out. So I get these 33-inch Toyo ATs mounted on these 18s. It costs like $20 to mount them at a local like Fix a Flat place. So now that was $120, and I'm still at $10 profit. So I'm still above zero basically. And I posted them on Facebook. I think I posted them for like $450 just to start high, because you never want to start out low and not make as much as you could have on them. And I posted them on Let Go and OfferUp, and I figured this time I'd try Craigslist, maybe try a different audience that's still on there, because they are stocks. And say an old person just went and bought a Silverado and it's got 17s on it and they want 18s, and they see these and they're like, oh, this is a good price for OM wheels. They're a lot more expensive if I were to buy them from a Chevy dealership. So they're posted all over online, and during that time, I've still got the 20x10 fuels on my truck. So I put the 6-inch rough country lift on my truck, as you've seen in one of my videos. And now I'm looking for 35s. I don't post my wheels, but I'm still like glancing through Facebook every time I go on, just for 35s for trade. or even for sale if I put them on my fuel wheels. And I come across a guy that's looking for 33s because he can't clear his 35s. They're brand new rims. And we did the messaging and we worked out a deal. He wanted cash, but I told him I could meet him. And we met and traded, and those are the wheels that you see are on the truck right now. The XF Off-Road 211 with the Nitto Terra Grappler G2s. They were brand new when I got them, not a scratch. Tires had 500 miles on them. Excuse me. Nipples had just wore off of them. I mean, as brand new as they could get for being used wheels, basically. And I'm still at $10 profit, and I still have the 18s for sale posted all over the internet. So I've got the brand new rims and tires. I've got 10 extra dollars that I never had to spend that was basically given to me for these brand new wheels. Well, this was like a month ago, if that. The 18s sold. I sold them for $300. I made, well, I spent $120 on them and I sold them for $300. That's $180. So now I'm at $310 profit. This is how you can go from stock wheels to brand new aftermarket wheels with brand new tires, and you make money. I mean, $310 profit and you get stance. Like, does it get better than that? Just be patient, be smart. And if you mess up, don't freak out. Just be patient. Someone will always want a different set of wheels. Just spend your time on Facebook looking around, let go, offer up. Never just jump on a deal. Always make sure they're in better condition than what you have. Always trade up, never trade down. Remember that. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. See y'all.